What's happening, people? Welcome back. It's a Halloween episode, and I'm not wearing plaid, but that's only because I'm wearing this, which I love it. So today since it's a Halloween episode, we're going to be looking at 5 license plates that are black and orange. So that's about as close as I could get to a Halloween theme. And of course, we're going to drink a pumpkin ale because that's what you do. Pumpkins, Halloween. So anyway, the beer is from Tributary Brewing, which is in Kittery, Maine, which is way, way down, right on the coast at the New Hampshire border, way down. And they make interesting beers. I've had one of their beers, which is an oyster stout that I liked. Had that quite a while ago. Today we're going to have Jacques. I don't know why it's called that. I couldn't find any info on that. That's pumpkin ale. And the information on this is it's brewed with 200 pounds of shredded organic Dickinson pumpkins, which are kind of not as round. They're taller and thinner, I guess, but they're excellent for baking pumpkin pies, apparently. So, creative use of malts and delicate spices yield a medium body and beautiful amber color. So, that's what we're going to do today. Going to have some of that. We're going to have Jolly Roger Brewery glass again. A gift from a friend of the program, so thank you. You know who you are. And we're just going to kind of do this. There you go. Is that nice amber color they're talking about? Hey, guess what? It smells like pumpkin. Big surprise. Slancha. That's 200 pounds of pumpkins right there. So the thing about flavored beers, sometimes they seem like they're trying too hard, or they're too, sickly sweet or whatever. This isn't one of those. It's a very pleasant pumpkin taste. They must have put some nutmeg in there, maybe some cinnamon. Didn't say so on the can, but it tastes a lot more like a pumpkin pie than other pumpkin beers I've had. Spilled it. That's the closest to a pumpkin pie that I've had. Admittedly, I don't have a ton of these pumpkin beers. Some people really love them. I'm, whatever for me, but this is quite good. Yeah, that works very well. I'll enjoy having more of that in just a minute. 5 plates, black and orange. We'll start with the old trusty Maine 1948 brass license plate. You can see the brass coming through right there. There you go. That's a brass license plate. It's black and orange. Next we have a Northwest Territories license plate from 1969. And the cool thing about this, there are a couple of cool things about this actually. The embossed crest is really cool in my opinion. And then they got this validation tab for the front plate. So the cool thing about this is you can see the screw here on the bottom, and on the back it's got a metal tab that folds down into a slot in the plate, but it's also screwed in at the bottom. And there is no tab slot at the bottom, so this is how it was supposed to be done. Usually with these kind of tabs, they use 2 of these with these metal kind of validation, what do you call these things? They're not really tabs. These are tabs on the back with the validation piece. We'll call it a piece of metal. Usually they use 2 of these, but this is an interesting format that they have a screw on one end and the tab on the other. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, there it is. And we have this. So if it looks weird to you, it's because it's plastic. This is a used car dealer license plate. For some reason in 1979, Rhode Island thought they would experiment with plastic as a material for dealer license plates, which is curious because, I mean, dealer plates, all they do is just get beat up and abused. So plastic doesn't seem like, I guess they didn't realize the paint wasn't going to keep sticking to the plastic substrate, but as you can see, it did not. So you can see it's flaking off there. They used these for 9 months. That was it. And you can see why they didn't use them after that. So, but it's a really cool thing. The used plates were this orange with black, and then the new car dealer plates look just exactly like this, except that they're an odd shade of yellow. So that's that. And then we have we have a historical plate from South Dakota. And this one's interesting because the South Dakota is actually part of the registration number, which is kind of strange, but I like that. It's weird and cool, and of course it appeals to me. So, and then the weird permanent hyphenated up here. Seems like they could have made this smaller and this larger, put them across the top, but if they had, it wouldn't have been as interesting to me. So anyway, there's that. And then this one. Now look, I promise you, I came by this legitimately, okay? I'm saying that before I even show it to you, so I don't want any grief, okay? This here, well, you can tell what it is. They're actually using these on the state police cruisers the entire year of 2021 because it's their 100th anniversary. And the reason they went with this color scheme is, as you can imagine, it evokes the original color scheme, which was black on orange. So kind of a throwback of sorts. It's very different than their usual white on blue plates that they've been using for decades and decades. So in 2021, this is what they're running on the vehicles, on the cruisers. So kind of cool. I did come by it legitimately, I promise. So, but it's cool. Obviously, I collect plates with the number 35 on them. You know that. And so I was able to get this, and it's pretty cool. So that's that. And that's all of them. Let me go back to Jacques. I don't know why they call it that. But it's good. I would definitely recommend this. I've never been to their brewery, but put it on my list. Because I was looking at a list of their beers, and they have some other interesting stuff. And in fact, I think they have their kind of their. They had a. I was on their website. They had kind of a slogan that was something about some of their beers are a little different, which is cool, especially if you can pull it off like they did with this. This is good. That's all I got. Thanks for the support. If you haven't binge watched all the episodes, then I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead. Just set aside, I haven't done the math, however many episodes, all that time. Just go ahead and watch them all at once if you haven't. And if you haven't subscribed, then go ahead and do that because, man, it doesn't cost anything. And it just helps me out a little bit. So anyway, that's it. Enjoy your Halloween. Hope it's safe. And drink responsibly. Thanks.